Reed Hensley, Wayland Baptist University, spring semester 2018. Persuasion Speech. Today we're here to talk about a problem we're having in our country, a problem with school shootings. It's a tough topic to talk about. Nobody likes to hear about it, and nobody wants to admit that it's a problem. But it is a problem, and we have to come up with some new solutions because the ones we currently have are not working. One such solution is arming our teachers. And that's what I'd like to talk to you about today. Arming our teachers at the local schools that want to be armed. Now, before you tune me out or you just agree with me, listen to what I have to say. Arming our teachers is not a guarantee to prevent school shootings. But it is something. It is a step in the right direction. Let's look at Columbine, Sandy Hook, Florida. The most recent one in Florida had an armed school resource officer at their location. It did not prevent the school shooting. However, he was outside and had to respond. Arming our teachers inside, unknown to the gunman, doesn't know where the threat may be coming from. Maybe he'll think twice about doing the attack. And that's what we want. We want him to second guess. The New York Times did an article in December 16th of 2012 on Victoria Soto. She was a hero teacher at Sandy Hook Elementary School who shielded her students from the gunman as he randomly opened fire in the school. It does not say how many students she saved. It just says she saved her students. Unfortunately, she died as a result of her actions. If she's willing to do that unarmed, what could she have done while armed? If she had her own weapon and could have engaged the gunman, could things have been different? We don't know because we didn't give her that opportunity. Right now, our teachers work in gun-free zones. And the laws are there to help our students. Unfortunately, criminals do not obey laws. I'm an 18-year police veteran, and I can tell you, laws don't apply to the criminals. If guns aren't allowed, they find a way to get a gun. Drugs aren't allowed. We still arrest people for cocaine, meth, heroin, marijuana, even though allowed in some states, still illegal in Texas. But the point is, it's illegal and they still have it. So the current laws we have are not effective. There is a current law in the Senate of the Florida House, I believe it is now, where they're allowing their teachers who want to be armed, but they have to attend a 132-hour training course. That's a good beginning. Just like our concealed carry permit here in Texas. It's a beginning. It doesn't say that you're ready to be a police officer, but it is a beginning. So teachers in these Florida schools will now be armed. Not all of them, just the ones that want to go through the course. So, as a gunman, you walk into a building and you don't know who's going to be armed and who's not. You have to take that into consideration when you're breaking the law. if you plan on surviving, as that student did in Florida. I refuse to mention his name because I feel that we glorify the bad guy too much in these school shootings. And that's could be another reason why we're having so many, but that's another topic. Let's get back to arming our teachers. Arming our teachers is my solution to this problem. It is not a final solution. It is only one of many possibilities, but it is my solution. There's a website, Blue Lives Matter, where in my short time researching, I found 6 incidents where an individual went to a school with a gun to do a shooting and they were stopped by an armed school resource officer, security guard, or off-duty police officer. Never heard about him on the news because the gunman was not effective with his plan. So that armed response at the school was able to stop another catastrophic incident from happening. The San Antonio Police Department tactics instructors are instructing their police officers that the best way to stop an armed individual who is shooting at you is with effective and accurate return fire. That is effective and accurate. You can only get that through training. 132 hours, maybe you can be somewhat trained. I found out those police officers go through 600 hours of firearms training. 600. Compared to 132, but we're not asking our teachers to be police officers. We're just asking them to protect our children, and we're giving them a better chance by letting them be armed if they want to be. We can even have incentives for these teachers. They can get extra pay because they're going to have to buy their own weapons. They're going to have to buy their own ammunition. They're going to have to pay for continuous training and recertification more than likely. But I can tell you, I would rather have teachers in my children's school that are armed than just hope and prayer that a gunman won't come in there. Unfortunately, in the days ahead, I fear that we will have more of these school shootings because we are not doing enough to protect our students. So let's do at least one thing, one simple thing to help protect the students. Taking guns away is not an option. The Second Amendment protects people's rights to bear arms. So taking their guns away, the Constitution is here to stay. Guns are here to stay. We have to deal with that. But if our teachers want to be armed and they want to protect our students, let them. Let them get trained. Let them carry their weapon concealed so the students don't know they have a gun and gunmen don't know which teachers have guns. But let's give our teachers the chance to effectively protect our children, their students, and themselves. I hope and I pray that no one ever has to be the victim of a school shooting or know someone that is a victim of a school shooting. If you do, or you are, I'm sorry. I'm sorry we didn't do enough to prevent it, protect it, or protect you. So, let us, please, I'm begging you, let us do something to help protect our students. Arm the teachers that want to be armed. Train them properly. Give them the opportunity to do what they're going to do anyways. Give them a fighting chance. Thank you, and I wish you the best of luck.